The question is, a substance X on heating gives two substances Y and Z. What is X, an element or a compound? State two differences between an element and a compound. The answer for this question is X is a compound because a compound is a substance made up of two or more different elements chemically combined in a fixed ratio. When a compound is decomposed or broken down into simpler substances, it indicates that it was a compound. In this case, substance X when heated decomposes into Y and Z, suggesting that X is a compound. Here we have two differences between an element and a compound. The first difference is based on composition. Let's talk about element. An element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances by chemical means, and it consists of only one type of atom. Example of element is silver, and the silver is made up of silver atoms only. Next we have compound, a substance formed by chemical combination of two or more different elements in a fixed ratio is called as compound, and it consists of multiple type of atoms. Let's take an example of water. So here we have H2O, that is water, which is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, and this hydrogen and oxygen is combined in a fixed ratio of 2:1. Next difference is based on the properties. Let's talk about element. Elements have unique physical and chemical properties that are characteristic of the particular element. So here we can take the same example of silver. So these atoms of silver are going to have unique physical and chemical property, and the same physical and chemical property will be present in the element. Next we have compounds. The properties of a compound are different from the properties of the constituent elements. Let's take example of water. Here we know that water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, but the properties of hydrogen and oxygen are completely different than the property of water. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.